As you guys already know from my last video on my InSuns Explained, I've made significant gains over a year running just that program. Within a year, it got my squat to 430, my deadlift to 550, my bench press to 280, my overhead press to 180, which is, in my opinion, pretty impressive considering I've only been lifting for about a year seriously. Now, I'm not the strongest individual, nor am I the most knowledgeable or even the most experienced lifter. In fact, I consider myself pretty mediocre and intermediate at best. I mean, I've only been seriously powerlifting for about a year and a half now and done about 2 powerlifting competitions. But something that I can offer you is my personal experience, and because it's my personal experience, maybe I can pass it on to you and hopefully give you a little bit of knowledge and help you with your lifting goals as well. That being said, let's talk about why I can't run InSuns anymore. InSuns is an amazing program and it's widely known as a great powerlifting program for many people. It can really help you make linear gains, and I think I've even read an article out there saying that it's a legendary powerlifting program. Now, I haven't done many powerlifting programs before, however, I guess I can vouch for it. Like I said before, this program has helped me push a weight I never even dreamed of, and it in fact even made me into a powerlifter, which is pretty amazing. I fell in love with this program so much I thought, why don't I just run this one program forever? Well, let me tell you what went wrong. I started to experience serious elbow tendonitis. I started getting cramps everywhere, which absolutely sucked. And the strength to gain ratio over time was not as fast as before. And we can get into that a little bit later. But let's talk about these 3 things in order. Starting with elbow tendonitis, it's basically a pain you feel in your elbow, and it's a very discomforting pain, and there's a lot of things you couldn't do. So for an example, if I were to press on my shoulder like this, I would feel a very strong pain on my elbow. I can't really explain it, but I can tell you that it was pretty discomforting. Elbow tendonitis can happen in a multitude of ways, but for powerlifters, it generally happens when they're low bar squatting or from a lot of benching, or both. And due to the high volume and the pressure from running InSuns and squatting so much, it was bound to happen sooner or later. Next is flexibility and cramps. And again with InSuns, the sheer volume of all the reps you're doing from overhead press, bench press, incline bench press, squats, slow squats, those are all things that are going to contribute to losing your flexibility if you don't stretch over time. And for me, the cramping really began with my chest. Often I would jerk my arms back too fast like this and I would feel an insane sharp ripping pain right here on my pectoral, and it was very discomforting. I tried having like a lot of bananas to get a little potassium in me and drinking even like 2 to 4 to 6 liters of water a day just so that I can combat this problem, but I realized that it's really just a temporary fix. In fact, the cramping and flexibility got so bad, I would at times, sometimes even after my workout, do a 2-a-days and go back to the gym 4 to 5 hours later just so I could stretch. That way I would get a better lift the next day. And lastly, in addition to the maintenance of eating properly, drinking lots of water, and even stretching 2 hours after my workout, the strength to gain over time ratio was decreasing. Let me explain. If I could run InSuns forever, I would. But the thing is, InSun is just not a sustainable program. Not only was I stretching a lot throughout the day just to make sure that I was flexible so I could lift the next day, I also had to go to physio very often to make sure I would keep maintenance with my elbow. And addition to that too, the amount of effort that I had to put in just to make a 5-pound jump was a lot of work. And if you have ran InSuns, then you would know that you're basically maxing out 5 days a week. And as you're pushing yourself and pushing yourself, your weight's gonna get higher and higher. And as you get to a point where you're lifting extremely heavy weight, that's gonna be a time when you might injure yourself. And I in fact did injure myself running InSuns at one point. I hurt my lower back, and that's when I realized maybe InSuns is not a sustainable program. I have to do something else. It's really good if you're trying to do it in intervals where you do it for a period of time, then you stop, do something else, get stronger, and then come back and do InSuns again. But if you plan on doing InSuns for the rest of your life, I I think you might be in for an injury. The risk of injury running Insuns right now is just too high for me in my lifting career. I do see myself running Insuns again at some point in my career, but definitely not right now. That being said, I want to leave you with one message here, and my friend is the one who told me this when I was injured, and it's the fact that powerlifting and lifting is all about longevity. If you just end up getting hurt all the time, then what's the point of lifting? Right. Anyway guys, I hope you really enjoyed the video. I hope this kind of gives you an idea of what Insuns can do over time, but don't take this in a negative aspect, of course, okay? It's a great program, definitely give it a shot. However, don't push yourself so hard that you're gonna injure yourself. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. If you loved it, subscribe, that would be awesome. I'm a small channel, so we're trying to make it happen here. And yeah guys, peace out. Also guys, I'm sorry that I haven't posted the last 2 weeks. I've been spending time with my family and enjoying the holidays, of course. Everyone is usually posting around this time, but I thought it'd be more important and made me happy if I just spent my time with my friends and family. I hope you guys can understand. Peace out.